a fantastic game. Getting a little bit lucky with the ice armor creep, but still, he came out of that laning phase far and away ahead of Tops and then hit some pretty damn good dooms.
Yeah, but I really don't like it like when you have to just ban those like heroes on your own.
You think you should have the ability to pick them up as well?
Either that or just be able to counter it like well, but obviously it's like because of the first game's damage, it's very hard to react it that way. And yeah, like
I mean, it was OG specifically that chose second pick, right? So they have the first pick out of this second phase. So is that what you're talking about? Like, you wish that they had the flexibility to maybe pick up the Doom for themselves this time around? Because, yes, it can be countered, but it's still a very strong hero in a lot of roles.
yeah, or just have an answer. Like, if you actually think about it, we've seen so many of the Riki versus Doom matchup, and like, Riki just getting doomed every time.
Yeah.
So maybe like alternative hero can be just a to it, but I'm just always seeing that this matchup.
10 seconds.
What have we got still in the pool? I mean, I think Venge is still a really solid pick here. You know, you obviously still open yourself up to run something like a Drow strat, which is nice. And together with a Tusk, you can take Roshan really quickly. So that tag team, the minus armor from the Wave of Terror, of course the Aura, and Nature's Prophet doing a lot of damage in the early game. It's going to enable that.
I think yesterday is like an interview from one of the player. The Alliance is not preferred to use a Drow Ranger. So as OG,
Yeah, it was
I
from
think.
Viking. When
Viking, yeah.
Viking, yeah. So maybe because of their loss, they might not feel too comfortable about that Drow Ranger pick. But so as like OG, like I haven't seen like mid one playing.
Well, there's a few combos that are still sitting in the pool. You know, they've got the Magnus that's got left here. They've got the Magnus PA combo if they want to go for something like that. You know, the kind of power of this this phase right now is being able to pick those combos. And you know, Magnus to me is still sitting in the pool. Limp can play that mid. We've seen it a lot, not being played in the mid, which is a little unfortunate. But I think Limp would more than happy to take that.
I don't mind the Ember Spirit. You know, you can play it a little bit more defensively. You can get the Yule Scepter, so this Nature's Prophet, if he opts to go for the Orchid, you can still get away from majority of ganks. Not a ton of hard lockdown either for him. And, you know, eventually if you just want to be able to push out waves, we've seen Topset do it before on like a mid Pangolier. You just buy up that Maelstrom, use your spells on the wave, and then back out. You know, it's just all about creating more space for what should be mid one's hero that's going to carry the game for him.
Yeah. Like, I don't like this hero in general, this Ember Spirit.
Why is that?
It's just too passive in a lane, and in order for these heroes to be used, they need to have this like strong lane on the side course. Right now, like if they actually somehow figure out like what to do with the CM and ET, and they're just putting this Nature's Prophet mid, like it's also a disaster for Ember. Like if Nature's Prophet just like free farm against it and just keep right click the Ember down, and they have an option to pick this Lina or on Alliance, like so you can even like own this Ember harder.
Yeah, and for someone like Limp, who is such a strong laner, something like Lina accelerates that even further, right? You're just going to have a horrible time. Also gives you another stun, which I feel like they do need for this Ember Spirit. Like, yes, you can roll in, you can Walrus Punch, and you've got the Cookie too. But I feel like Snapfire is going to be wanting to stay back, kind of bait in OG a little bit, and allow the Nature's Prophet to perhaps TP on the back lines. Snapfire launches out the kisses, and then you're kind of splitting up OG, forcing them to run, you know, half of them run north, half of them run south, and then you just pick them off one by one.
What do we think is going to be the combo here with OG then, lads? Ember Spirit probably going to be Topson's hero, I imagine, or Titan will be Seb's hero.
We could see a one Centaur, you know.
I mean, we could. It sounds pretty bad, but
no,
I
we're
mean,
not going to see it. I mean, ET could still kind of be a Saxa hero as well. Like,
no, it's mid one's hero. You have to. It's a mid one.
Not again. I don't know. I feel like they've given it more of a chance this time around because they're going to be able to delay it until you've got these actual timings, and you haven't quite seen yet the super hard carry, and you can see all of the bans coming out as well. Void, Sven, Spectre, Juggernaut, Lifestealer, all gone. Very hard carries. What's left really? Like Morphling, TB, Naga, Arc Warden, I suppose.
But like, I'm sure Alliance wouldn't want to. Arc Warden is like the most realistic option. Like maybe like TB and Morphling, like look, it's scary to just run it in this game. Maybe Morphling could be okay.
Yeah, I don't mind the Morphling.
Yeah. Or even Monkey King.
Yeah, actually, that is a pretty decent pick in this particular game. You know, it gives you a sustain, gives you some area control, which is always nice. And you've already got a number of spells on Alliance's side that could block off certain things, the Sprout, the Ice Shards. But it's going to be a PA instead. I mean, it's a lot of burst damage, I suppose.
I like it. Like it's good against the other three. Maybe like not in the lane.
Yeah, not in the lane.
Centaur, but I'm sure like he's not gonna be facing like a difficult lane still. And once the PA gets all these items, I think Crystal Maiden, ET, and Ember is nothing.
I think in the past we've seen, was it PAs or maybe it was a Drow that just had all of this armor, sorry, basically no armor, all the armor just coming from leveling up as opposed to items. And so when the ET ran into her, you just really couldn't do anything. You were just getting chunked in a couple of hits. So it's just being able to make sure that you're itemizing correctly, getting a few of that agi coming from your items, or, you know, eventually going something like an AC potentially, so that you're not falling into that trap.
Yeah. Armor, always build armor against ET.
Oh yeah, of course. Good tip.
Thanks for the
Number
pro
one.
tip, Kyo. You're always pumping out the good ones, dude.
So what have we got left? We've got bans coming out now. Morphling's gone, so Alliance respecting the potential for that coming through from OG. We've seen like a number of times Topson as well playing that Morphling in the mid lane, being the carry from the mid. We've got this Ember Spirit as well, so they're kind of throwing it up a little bit. We've seen Yapsor play the Ember Spirit in the position 4 role. It is a possibility. You know, it allows you with the chains to set up for a Centaur Stomp and a decent amount of damage in the laning stage. Against a PA, it's not too bad, actually. So it wouldn't surprise me to see it Saksa playing it.
It is very hard to guess like what OG will pick like in the position wise. But however it mixes, like I feel like Alliance like laning is like a lot more stronger at the moment.
The PA is the only one I'm a little bit worried about.
That's the only like one hero, but
Well, what do you think is the limp hero then? You know, obviously, Kyo, you said that Nature's Prophet can make that flexi. Right now, are they thinking that this is going to be a mid one Ember Spirit, or is it going to be like a Topson Ember Spirit? Is Saksa still going to be picking up the other side? I think the biggest thing with these 4 heroes from OG is, yeah, their lanes might be a little weaker than what Alliances are, but they've got that kind of spice that allows them to have the variety in their player hero matchups.
I think Lina or just the Nature's Prophet.
Underlord, huh?
Okay.
Okay. Is it a snap mid then?
I mean, Nature's mid.
It could, or we've seen Limp actually play it a couple of times, the Underlord in the mid lane.
Oh, yep, that's true.
And decent against an Ember Spirit, like area denial, always good. Like they've got so much area denial actually, right? The Ice Shards, the Sprout, the Kisses, the Pit of Malice. Like you basically can't run anywhere if you're OG.
Yeah. At least they have one Stampede.
Yeah,
But you have to use it for defensive purposes.
which you never want to do.
Yep.
See what OG are going to round this out with.
It's another instant reaction coming through, and it's a Topson Skywrath Mage.
Like, I mean, OG, the 2 TR winners for a reason. They understand what they're doing when it comes to the game of Dota 2, but we've seen this Sky Mage, and we've seen it time and time again, and it just doesn't look good.
Yeah, and so it is what like we predicted, right? It's going to be Saksa playing the position 4 Ember Spirit. That's where I want to be paying the most attention to. If they're able to stop Nico Baby from having a decent game, then I'm feeling a lot more confident about OG's draft. But still, overall, like it's a Skywrath Mage against a PA. You're just going to get chomped if you're ever in any sort of vulnerable position, and you've already got multiple ways to get in on top of them. So I'm going to go with Alliance again.
Yeah, I just don't see them like getting some towers or like Roche objective efficiently with the current hero.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. Like, you're going to get harassed out a fair amount on Limp here against Topson. You've also got the CM for the Arcane Aura, which I guess is kind of nice, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Like, they might be looking good in the laning phase, but as it progresses later on, I think I'm going to prefer Alliance.
I have to go with.
Yeah, it really does feel like OG have to make absolutely 0 mistakes in this early stage here up against Alliance, because if they do, they are facing elimination. It's game number 2 time here between OG and Alliance for potentially the final time today. We've got OD Pixel and Fogged.
A flash of inspiration.
Oh, well, here we go. Game 2, potentially the elimination game for OG and Fogged. They're going even further, sort of crazy on this sort of crazyometer in comparison to what they drafted in Game 1. We're getting not only a mid-1 ET again, we're getting a Thompson Skyra.
And the Ember, dude, down. They just completely threw a... Oh no, I don't know, Owen. I'm not sure right now. This just looks bizarre. All I'm gonna say though is I hope to God mid one skills his aura before level 10 this game, because
you really weren't happy with that. You know, you weren't happy with that.
He didn't skill aura till like 10, and then he took the attack speed down over his ult too when they're just non-stop battling. I was like, oh my God. I mean, he'll just switches it up a little bit here, but he did do really well in the lane, and he is versus the Nature's Prophet again. We'll see what Hanskin decides to do this game. I think he's probably going to look to make a similar type of situation, make his move down bottom to secure the PA farm, just like last game, right? He wants to prioritize the PA, even if S4 does get shut down. Thompson's going to smash this mid matchup, though. This one, I'm curious how Limp's going to do. I feel like
that's interesting. Well, really? Is that like, I was looking at this bit. I was going to say the opposite. I guess that goes to show how wrong I am.
Well, dude, it depends on. Okay, last hits are on just straight eyes. Thompson, he's not going to play for the last hits. He's going to play for the kills, right? Well, Limp's
sure, but Limp just surely he just buys Salves and he's going to get every single deny because he's an underlord against the Sky.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a possibility that could happen. Top S4 almost dying. I mean, yeah, that's probably the more likely to happen. I guess maybe I'm giving a little bit too much credit to the times I have seen these Skyrests versus a lot of melees.
I mean, we'll see. Well, yeah, we'll see how much the burst is. But I think if Limp can just get regen out, he's just going to be able to out CS this guy. But we'll see. It does depend on how much this damage output from Tops is going to be on it.
I mean,
I think the CS is going to be easy for them.
You might just be honestly completely right, because it's like, if he's not able to bully him out of the lane, that's where Limp is really gonna take over. Just getting regen. He's just gonna have to bring tons of salves and tons of regen. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. You might just be right.
I'm looking at some of these side lanes. I mean, so yeah, things like the Sax or Ember. We've seen other teams. You know, they do like to run some support Ember here and there. I guess the other big one that does do it with success is what Secret, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sort of a fan of teams dabbling with the support Ember? What makes it work?
I think it works really well versus like the mobility carries. PI is one of those mobility carries, so I think it can work. And you have a hero like Skywrath to take advantage of the Ember. I think it can work. And yet, you're right. Limp is dominating, but he is getting pushed out, so he's going to use a lot of that money on regen.
No, but I think as long as he can get denies, he's going to be. He's going to be fine with this, right? Yeah, sure, he's having to pop a lot of salves, but if he's able to stop Tops and getting easy levels...
How do you have vision?
Wait, how did he have vision?
Did he have vision from a... No, he didn't have vision from the nuke. How did he have vision?
Did he have vision from the arcade? Did that even... No,
yeah, the arcade bolt gives vision, but he hadn't cast.
Oh, it did? Yeah, but are you sure that it didn't sort of overlap, like it wasn't just at the last moment of still having vision?
Maybe it was still linger vision? I guess so. That looked a little weird there.
Lingering vision.
That's going to hurt Limp a lot now.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Yeah, if he's losing the salves, then that's another sort of thing. What's he got on the courier? Has he got another salve coming out? He does. Salve out, and he's got a stick now. Oh. Limp.
He didn't bring it.
He locked on the...
it.
What?
Wait, what?
Why did he lock it? He needs that stick. Limp?
Wait, what the hell?
Oh, no! It's taking the stick back to base!
Wait, what the heck is going on?
What? No, it's just what he's realised, and then then he's like, well, it's already gone all the way back. I might as well get some more items.
At least he unlocked it, though.
All right, well, he missed out a few stick charges because of that.
I mean, but he's full HP. It's fairly even, actually, in lane. I'd be right. I thought I was going to be totally wrong after you mentioned the damage.
We were both right.
Well,
no, it's the best sort of world. You know, we're both right. They're both winning. They're both. Everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner today. Yeah. Especially
apart from those in Twitch chat. You're all winners as well. Everybody's a winner today.
I mean, mid one, he's the winner right now. 9 denies up in this top lane, this ET. This time S4 has already matched his 8-minute last hits, though. He's at 9, so he's doing much better than he was last game at the start. Yeah, this is just some weird stuff going on. That's bottom bid. That's when we're not looking at too much. PA's been actually eating a lot of harassment from these two. I really feel like Nico Baby should have a little bit of a better time down here, though. But the chains, can they get on FNG? And they get the side pull because of it, so that's going to deny some farm from Nico Baby.
On mid, Limp and Tops. Pushing each other to the edge. Limp's going to be fine, though. Topson. How's his regen looking? He's got Salvin Cloudy coming out. Top lane. Happened last game. It's probably going to happen again this game. S4, you know, part of the plan, part of the opening from the S4 Prophet. He's probably going to die a few times against the CC lane.
Yeah, especially like every time that like level 3, level 5, those levels take in, it's just a little bit of a surprise. Even if you know the matchup so much.
Topson's got to be careful. Limp's got a haste.
Oh,
Limp's got a haste. Topson's very low HP right now.
can't dive him under tower though. So
I mean, I'm a little surprised he did. I feel like he could have gone in Firestorm and a couple of hits with the stick of the Fairy Fire. He gets that kill. Like you said,
he probably could have.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out for the TPs though, right? Like
Sure.
if you just get bit under tower, then you just feed. But yeah, Lip is kind of taking over the matchup now. Topson, he's just stacking nulls. He's actually not bringing much regen, so he's gonna be low man and not going for bottle either. All right.
We're seeing elsewhere S4. I mean, it's definitely an improvement on how he was playing against DT after the game one. You know, sure he's gone down the once, but he's got more CS than he did at this point last time against mid-1 ZT, and he has only died the once. I think probably about this time around last game it might have been a couple of times.
Yeah, he's gonna get good levels. And we are seeing the rotations now from Hanskin. He's looking to secure bottom farm. His Nico maybe he was getting slowed down a little bit. His farm is actually just fine. Able to take away the bounty rune from OG.
I mean, Topson,
And he's watching Topson. He saw Topson's movement now,
yeah,
too.
it's all under this ward, so Topson's not going to find anything with this.
And that'll make Limp take further ahead.
Yeah, Limp's going to get a free wave in the mid. Topson's going to have to spend time coming over. Hanskin, he's only level 2, so we'll see if he wants to mess with him. It doesn't look like it. He'll just settle for the courier of Topson instead. The courier's gone. And Topson will have to be a little careful now because he doesn't have any regen. He does just have that clarity. And Hanskin's just continuing to keep taps on him and hold him back. TP's going to come in from no tap.
Has to make sure that Topson has a good start in this game. If Topson starts to have a rough start at all, and he's playing versus a PA. No, you're gonna get to the point where you're just getting one-shotted. You are a one-armor hero throughout pretty much all of the game.
On top lane, top S4. Ooh, he's out. Last hit not quite able to come in time from mid-1. Again, S4 avoiding these deaths much better than he was able to do last game.
Bottom.
Jumping with a cookie. Got the damage. Snowball in as well. Seb turns with the stop, but Nico Baby plays it smart. Steps to the side, jumps back in with the dagger and the Phantom Strike. Gets the kill.
Satsu just has to watch in the sidelines. Mid one, he's left alone versus S4 top. Will hurt S4 a little bit there, but he's perfectly fine with this and no tell. He's looking to get active. He's looking to make moves around. Still waiting to see what they make moves around with Topson though, as he's just buying a bunch of nulls and yeah.
It's not going to be an easy start for him. As you say, you know, when you do pick this mid Sky, you imagine it's going to be picked because they feel it is going to be a mid matchup where he can spam out the enemy mid and cause issues. But as we're seeing, yeah, Limp, he's more than fine. Got solid CS as the Underlord. He's going to have those phase boots done. All important against the Sky early on, so he doesn't get caught under the Mystic Flare. Nico Baby actually able to get away. And that final bit of a jump. How's he doing for regen? Still Tango and some one charges, so should be okay to stick around.
Yeah, and we'll see.
Well, actually getting one Saxa.
Oh, he's actually jumping in.
In with the cookie with the blasters. Bringing him low. Another dagger, not quite enough. Seb heads in. Make sure that Nico Baby's not going to feel confident jumping in. And No Tail's also around.
Nico Baby's still sticking around. He could just get stunned and popped from the double edge. He has to be very careful how he walks in.
Yeah, Saxa salving up as well. He's sweeping in from the tree lines. Nico Baby, he's really pushing his luck down here. And there's the setup. Chains in, they'll cookie him to the side, but he is dead. I mean, he was being very cheeky on that one, Nico Baby hanging around. I guess to be fair to him, maybe didn't expect Saxa to be able to come back in like that, salving and clarity up. But still, sticking in the lane, very low HP. Bottom rune spot. Hanskin, he's going to be able to find a haste rune. He's in straight away onto Topson. S4 comes in with the TP. Topson's trapped him by the shards.
That was a clutch timing for them to come into. It looked like Limp was just about to go down there as Topson was playing around with him in the river. Stampede. Seb.
FNG. And she's got a cookie, but he's not going to be able to use it. Too much burst comes out. Another kill for OG down on this. Become a tri lane.
bringing all the action down here. See mid one, he's got the damage.
I mean, Limp can turn and punch back. Limp
Mid
hits
one.
harder. Ooh, gets the stomp off. And there is the backup at Thompson. Do they have the burst for Limp? They do. So mid one gets away with it. Holds his ground with a stomp and buys time for Thompson to come in.
Top tower's under attack.
Really hope he puts a point in this aura now. He has 3 points in the stomper now, which I'm fine with, but now he should get aura. Yeah, Skyrath, the CM, and Centaur, all this magic damage that can help out a lot.
Bottom. Allies are trying to fight. Seb
Nice
getting away.
dodge.
The snowball in on him. The cookie in as well. They've got the combo. Take down Seb. Now they'll turn over towards Saxa. Body blocks from a handscan coming into play. Saxa will change him to the side. They'll allow Saxa to step aside and get out of there. Thompson starting to sweep down bottom.
His top tower is under
The level 8
Thompson
to
is
the...
very scary right now.
Yeah.
Four null talismans as well with this build, so the magic damage is going to be insane.
Dire's top tower is about to be radiant.
He's very good versus these, like a hero like PA in particular. That's very squishy early on. It's just high magical burst. Always going to be a tough thing to deal with. Especially when the silence also kicks in for Thompson. These long duration silences early on is very annoying for Nico Baby. Bottom again.
Trying to go in onto Saxa, but yeah, a little too far underneath the tower. They won't dive in for that. Hanskin turns. Gets Cookie back to safety. They're trying to force them away around this 10-minute ring spot. As the stomp set up, they'll be there. Change from FNG setting action up. Saxa nearly dying to the crit. As S4 actually ends up cleaning up Thompson there. The next draft coming in as Limp, able to turn with S4 TPing in to take down Thompson for a second time. Continue to slow down this guy's game. Over the river, Hanskin tries to roll in onto Saxa. Dagger from Nico Baby catches Saxa on the escape.
Ain't looking too steady.
This still looking like it's. I mean, Thompson. Anyone who TPs it, like he's just so squishy, and any of these small deaths, they're gonna start hurting a lot. Like he's playing versus PA, and he's already off to a bad start. He's gonna start getting to the point of like one shot. Going aggro on Limp, might be able to go for the kill here. Limp forced to pop the regen. He'll be okay.
Yeah, Limp, how's he done on the Atos build up? He's pretty much got it. So Atos is going to be there, so that incredible amount of control. I guess the team that doesn't really have any saves. I mean, the save as they would have relied on pretty much the Stampede from Seb. Having the Atos and the Pit of Malice, it's going to be a solid answer to those sort of moves that OG's going to try and make out of there.
Yeah. Bit of a fun combo I overlooked. It's actually one of my favorite ones too. Is they actually have Stampede with the ET. So your spirit is based off your movement speed. So if they actually Stampede and the spirit eats apply to people, it also applies the slow from the Stampede. So some fun potential for mid one as he's getting surrounded bottom.
And they're just moving in onto him. So now with a snowball across, they're going to be able to find Notel maybe as well. Notel stands his ground with the ultimate, but S4 steps in. Hanskin will die, but S4 gets the cleanup. As S4, I mean, honestly, he's looking pretty hot straight from the start of this game. Game 1, he struggled against the ET opening in the lane setup. This time around, he's already 3-1 and 2 on the Prophet.
Yeah, and you see, because he's having a better game this game. Last game he was struggling. He goes for the cheap, smaller items like the Blade Mill. This time, he's going for the big item. He's going for that Orchid. That'll be pretty huge versus a lot of these heroes. I mean, even versus Thompson, like not just the silence, just the right-click damage. Like Thompson's a 1,000 HP mid laner with 2 armor.
They've got to be careful as well with the CT, right? That sort of death from mid one down on the bottom lane, that you can't allow too many of those to happen. You get a couple of those around this early stage of the game, and this game's going to start heading the same way as game 1 with the CT falling behind.
Absolutely. A little bit of a longer time for Alliance to get Nico Baby online though. PA compared to Void PA, you have to go for the Battlefield build, it feels. Mid.
Yeah, we get the burst on Hanskin. They've also got the Stampede closing the gap onto S4. S4 going for the TP out. The guy thinks cancel it. They do. Seb's in with a blink.
Still bringing the action. A very, very good fighting lineup, just like last game. It's very similar style as, because they have the AT carry as well and a top, and this time even doubled down with the mid Skyrath. It's even more about just the brawling, really, for OG. They don't really just sit back and farm. Well, Alliance, I feel like they do have to actually sit back and farm for Nico Baby quite a bit here.
Yeah.
So OG, they could take advantage of this time here.
And then they need to. This seems like a game where if Nico Baby can get the Battle Fury BKB at sort of any sort of average time, where before OG is able to really sort of close it up or have a significant lead, this PA is just going to have a free game, right? BKB on the PA, and how are they going to stop him?
Yeah, that's really the big timing that is going to be where Alliance just really kicks off this mid.
And they've got the kisses coming in as well as the control on the mid one. Held back by the snowball, and FNG pretty much acing every hit that came out. Seb's going to try and jump across on towards him. Will manage to burst at him in turn. Then he's going to look for the rift out. Is he going to be able to get away in time? He's not. The damage from No-Tail's ult coming in as No-Tail 5-1-3, making big things happen each and every time with a freezing field as it's 4 dead on Alliance. This is exactly what OG's playing for. They're looking for these skirmishes and looking to make sure that each and every time they come out on top. Sure, mid one goes down, but they get a lot for it.
Dire's putting the hurt on Radiant's middle tower.
It's definitely concerning that mid one does die, though. I mean, I don't really know how their lineup fully scales. Like, they're battling, like we said. It's going to be really good for the first 25 minutes or so. But once PA gets BKB, what are they going to do? How are they going to address this? So, I mean, this is all good and dandy for OG, but you'll have to just be looking at Nico, baby, and just... If you're on Alliance's side, you're probably still feeling just fine in this game.
Yeah. I really don't know. Yeah. If we see Nico Baby with Battle Fury BKB, it feels like it's game over. If OG isn't able to do some serious moves before that point, I think Nico Baby's going to walk this one out.
I have to be inclined to agree. As top S4, though, he looks like he's probably going to die again, though. Sox and Thompson make the move, and bottom too.
Alliance also getting active. Take out No-Tail. Mid one. Look at the stomps up onto Hanskin, but he's off to the side. Seb, he's still in with a Who Stomp. Jumps in, has the set on a Hanskin. Hanskin held back by the chains. OG making the moves now and coming out on top with these trades. Starting to push themselves ahead.
And I like how we're seeing Thompson really displaying of how bad Skywrath ultimate is, as he's level 11, doesn't have a point in it. All of his other toolkit is just way better.
Yeah, I guess is that pretty much the case for a Sky, unless you have something like a Void, or even then yeah, it's just not really deserving of the title ultimate.
No, he'll probably get it next level because he's gonna be able to get 2 points in it, but the level 1 it's bad. It's just the duration that the damage. It takes 2.5 seconds to do that damage. Most of the time they get out of it by then. Just seeing that Ags rush going to be coming out for Thompson as well, and I think they actually do have a gold lead, so keeping themselves good here. But you have to, same thing. It's still Alliance. They're playing for the later stages. They're playing just to farm it up and just fight us 3 or 4.
As long as they can make space for Nico Baby and not hemorrhage too many deaths themselves, I think they're going to be okay. Yeah. And they can split out the lanes pretty nicely as well, right? Having the limp Underlord with Dark Rift and S4 with the teleport, they can play pretty split up on the map. So if OG does find kills, it's probably just the sort of the pick-offs.
There's the kill.
Same time down bottom.
Lots of golden potential coming out.
And we No-Tail losing his life in turn.
Seb, TP's down though. They might be able to set up for some more kills with mid one here too.
It still feels like they need to. OG's got to keep these kills coming in.
They have to take advantage of the fact that Alliance is just playing with only 4 heroes.
And
they are doing a good job, but it's not enough. It doesn't feel like it's enough right now.
Battle Fury's done on Nico, baby.
And all 3 tier 1s are still alive too. They're not getting any type of map control down, even though they have all these kills and all these battles going on.
Good stuff there for Nico, baby. Who finds the Aquila. Just get the jump in onto Limp. Silenced by the Ancient Seal. The stomp to pull up the dodge. Hanskin's able to come in with the save for the snowball, but Limp will still fall. Seb goes down in turn. See if they can get Hanskin here with the change control. They do. 2 for 1 from OG. They continue to bring this battle, but they need to find some objectives. The whole of the map, so much space for Nico, baby. He is still completely unfazed by what's going on. He's having all the space and time in the world.
Yeah. It looks like now they're finally going to be able to get this bottom tower, though. Bringing everyone bottom over and over again. Will succeed, but Alliance, they're going to get stuff out of the map, too. S4 continuing to push up top. And Nico, baby, he's just farming the triangle. Getting his timings. You see the BKB queued up right away. That's going to be that big timing that Alliance will be looking to fight around. But OG's doing a very good job of this constant fighting, and they're itemizing well too. I see Saxia, he already has a Spirit Vessel finished up very early on. Versus this Underlord can definitely be really useful. Limp definitely won't be nearly as tank.
see OG. The next aggressive move will be. I mean, this game we will have Mid1 hitting a much better timing on his Ags than he was able to in the first game.
Yeah, and I'm with the skill. I mean, he still went the 4-4 build, which it ends up being fine. But he doesn't get his talent, which I'm happy about. He actually gets his ult, and he gets more points in the aura. Last game, he took his talent, and he didn't even have his ult at level 9 when they were getting constantly fighting. So much better across the board here for OG. But Alliance, like we said, I don't think that they're two-phased, as we keep mentioning.
I don't think they
just
care.
chilling.
I think Alliance is pretty cozy right now.
Yep. Thompson. Still extremely fragile. If he gets caught by any disable at all, he will die. He is speedy though, with these boots of travel. Hasn't found himself a neutral item though. Guess they probably just got one for him to take. Yeah, okay, the Vambrace is coming out.
Well,
I think another shot.
Another shot, yeah.
But that'll put him at negative armor.
That's true, the minus armor kind of hurts against the PA. Not down bottom, trying to set things up. Nico Baby actually cancelling the TP. He could have TP'd out of it, but decided to cancel, stick with the team. Limp does have a Dark Rift if it starts to look a little scary. Seb's trying to find Nico Baby, but Nico Baby keeps himself hidden in the trees. Seb looks towards him. Nico Baby's been found. They're able to get him with the Ancient Seal. They burst Nico Baby. Nico Baby taken down. Alliance, they're turning towards Mid1. They will get Mid1 and Notel in return. But now Limp is going to look to try and take them all out. Is he able to get them away? Everybody but FNG. FNG just dying too quickly.
Oh, he took a mid. Okay.
Oh.
That was a little weird for a second.
Yeah, S4 was like, hang on, I don't want to be here. I need to heal.
He's like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Set up for the bounty runes, though, the boat to claim two of them there, and they find Nico Baby.
They do get him.
Not sure why he stuck around either.
Yeah, cancelled his TP and opted to retreat with the team. I mean, maybe he felt that there was still an opportunity for them to get that fight going in their favor. They did still have the Dark Rift out, so maybe just relying on Limp to provide the save, but definitely a risk that did not pay off for him there, as he absolutely had the opportunity to keep that TP going and save himself.
Yeah, he has to just literally don't show up. He can't show up. He has to just get the BKB. His team has to play without him for now. They have to just avoid fights for the most part. As OG, they're very strong right now, as we're seeing, and full Aghanim is now finished up for Thompson, so 3 Arcane Bolts per cast inside the team fights. His damage is going to be ridiculous. So, Alliance, I really feel like they have to avoid the fight. Nether Shawl as well too, as we see. He actually did take it, so he's at 1 armor on the Skyrim.
1 armor. Wait, no, he's got 2.
Oh, he's got 2.
No, he's got 7. Oh, he's near the towers, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's on 2. He's got 2.
He is extremely strong though. 2 ults as well. He's got the 2 points in it now as well.
I see they can catch you on the hunt with the smoke, OG.
They have such an overwhelming amount of damage now with this. They can get double chains on people too. It's double that's gonna come out.
Well, he's mega dead. Limp will be able to get the pit, Firestorm, and Brew off onto Seb. He's going to start stepping in on this. Also with the not just the mech, but the mech and the hood. Limp himself very tanky.
They don't want to fight though. Alliance just wants to push them away from off the towers until Nico Baby has BKB, which he's getting close to. They lose the most ideal hero. I feel like Hanskin, he just tanked the gank there for his team.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower's about the top. Dire's structures are fortified.
They'll be able to claim this next tier 1. A little bit more map control going their way. But yeah, we'll just hiding around the fights. Just we're gonna have to wait and see. Nico Baby's timing will be pretty decent. They're actually looking to set up maybe here. Saksa, there is an Orchid on S4.
Oh, they got the silence.
Double crits as well, of course.
Oh, that's going to speed up the BKB.
Yep. Immediately we see OG. They start looking to push toward mid. Limp. They bring all the D pushers toward the mid lane. But the jump
Limp. They can see if they can burst him. They've got the stomp as well. FNG's going to start raining down the kisses to try and give him some coverage, but the damage is done. Limp falls. OG get the kill, and they'll be able to finish off the... Or maybe not, the fortification's going to slow them down a little bit. Oh yeah, Alliance isn't going to have any further defense, so OG will find another tier 1 tower. Seb trying to see if he can get more from this as he's heading in, but Alliance are away.
They saw Nico Baby for a second there too. And we see mid 1, he's going to be going for just standard carry items now afterwards. He's got his Echo Saber, he's got his Ags, the key crucial components for the ET carry, and then he's countering the enemy carry. Going to be going for that KB.
I mean, he is going to be quite the PA killer with that.
He really will be. And I'm seeing some... They actually don't have the money to really be able to go for the plus armor items, really in particular, to buff up the PA. I don't see anyone going near for a medallion on the side of Alliance. Definitely want to be able to get any of these plus armor items to buff up your PA versus this ET carry.
No, they want to fight with the PA now. Nico Baby with the Battle Fury BKB complete.
Okay. No, an OG right now.
Going in onto him. He's going to lead him with a jump. They're going to try and jump in onto Seb to burst him, but he's able to get the Stampede off. Over to the side, they've got the lockdown on Saxa. Saxa goes down. Nico Baby trying to chase, but the Seb has to pick back up. He's out of it. They're focusing down Lim. There'll be a buyback from Saxa. Lim's trying to get out with the Rift, but he can't do so in time. He's going to fall. Alliance, they've got to bail out of this one.
And he had to pop he popped the BKB to get these kills too. When he was going on to Seb and going on to Saxa. And we see Seb, he's too tanky for them to just commit onto. He needs the next item. The BKB allows him to actually show up to fights, but he needs the Deso for the damage. Now no BKB, he has to be very careful.
Gonna show himself mid. He jumps into the stomp. He needs a save. Hasgett tries to get it, but he gets instantly silenced.
The double silence from the Ags.
He expected them to have headed back there. They had an OG still waiting as Nico Baby just jumped straight into his death.
And this time OG's really, they're making this constant battle, early game battle lineup really work this time around. As we see, when I see it again, he jumps in to try to save, but bam, the double silence, Ancient Seal. That was the fresh pickup, I believe, of the Blink Dagger too. Can't quite get the save now. 6k gold lead just off of that. OG exploding forward. As soon as they pick off the PA, the whole map opens up for them.
Yeah, if they're able to kill Nico Baby, then there's not really much else they do have to worry about. Top, FNG. Saxa's chasing. That's what's going to TP in. Saxa going to be able to continue for this one. One more slide of fist is all they'll off, but the stomp won't catch on to him. FNG's fine.
Nico Baby, he's turning up. He's level 17.
Just gonna look for the easy kill first. Yep. Take down Notes out. Big crit there with the 1k. They've got the power onto Saxa as well at the silence. Saxa, he did just buy back, so he's gonna be dead for a long time. 70 seconds, no ember.
And Nico Baby gets both last hits, and he's jumped up to now to level 18. So he's got that big level 3 crit now. So now he does have the damage, even without the Desolator, to go through these targets. 3 versus 5 right now.
Oh, they're popping the Stampede.
Oh, look at that Stampede plus Astral Slow in the back.
They are able to catch Nico Baby and Hascam with it. Not able to do too much aggressively, though. They are trying to retreat. Shard's not quite able to trap mid one. Good attempt, but mid one too speedy as he makes it out of the range of them.
I'm glad we at least got to see the intro. I was wondering if we would have been going to at all. Just that Stampede applying it all slow to everybody that the Astral Spirit hits. Always allows for those free stomps to hit in most of the fights. They're back up and ready to fight on OG. Nico Baby trying to find some time to farm.
I'll see what OG can catch. Head into the triangle.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Look like
for the
too
ward.
much.
Yeah, they got the ward that allowed them to jump right onto No-Tail earlier.
I guess one sort of thing that Alliance don't have to worry about too much. Well, I was going to say this, because how quickly can OG take this? They don't really have a good Roshan taking lineup.
No, they have a terrible one, in fact.
They're going to try for it.
Extremely slow.
I mean, maybe that's going to work to their favor. Maybe Alliance don't expect this, because OG just don't have a lineup that hits Rosh.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. They're not going to expect this at all. They're not going to see any reactions, though. I wonder if they're going to throw they throw the scan. Okay. I mean, it's still only half HP. They're even committing the Mystic Flare.
I mean, they're getting it very slowly. One of the slower Roshes we've seen. But it's working out.
Yeah.
They're going to be able to get this, OG.
And they're getting close to a big item for mid one. He almost has MKB to be able to break through that blur.
Bottom tower.
Oh, no.
Of course, the Orb of Destruction, and he's got the Deso, but he actually doesn't take it. He keeps the quiver.
Wait, what?
That's a little weird. I mean, quiver is absolutely busted, but
mean,
with PA, corruption, with
destruction. Okay, I mean, yeah. I mean, quiver is, yeah, as you say, quiver is ridiculously strong.
really good with dagger. You know,
It is
dagger
ridiculously
people.
strong. Yeah. But all the destruction, man.
Seb, what walks up? He's just dead. Tag team with everyone hitting him. With BKB top from Nico Baby to disengage though.
Yeah. I mean, can they stick around? No, they're gonna get out. They don't want to try and tackle mid one.
Almost one shot says 4 there.
Is anybody going to take the orb? You can even take on the Tusk, right? I mean, you take it over the broom handle, right? You don't need a broom handle on the Tusk. Get the orb of destruction.
I hope somebody takes it, yeah.
All right, is it okay? Hansky's got the clumsy net. That's acceptable.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't root. The clumsy net's a little annoying on Tusk because you root yourself and then you can't snowball.
There we go. He's taking it. Nico,
okay,
baby.
Maybe he didn't see
maybe,
it first.
yeah. Well, even though he was the one that picked it up, I don't know. But
Maybe
he's got it now. He's got it now. Don't worry. Everybody can calm down. Nico, baby, has got the orb of destruction.
And he's about to hit level 22, so if he wants to go for the armor corruption, which he most likely will.
Level 22. He's only 19. Up mid lane.
And damn it.
It's gone back down to just a 2k lead for OG. You know, they did start to get that advantage rolling with the 5k jump up, but it's still very much in this territory where this Lions have a carry, this PA. OG, they have the ET. So far, it's looked not too bad at all for mid one this game, and he has nearly got the MKB. Well, we'll just see if that is enough, and if that is really going to turn him into this PA killer. You know, if he's going to be getting in with the stolen damage, the MKB, and able to punch down Nico Baby in a few hits.
Yeah, I mean, we will see. It is one of the better matchups for a PA is versus that, but the MKB changes pretty much everything. I mean, I'm excited. I'm just waiting for the cleave talent.
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe that. Yeah, you can't write that off when it comes to this game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They are, you know, they're getting all these items to protect themselves. Sep, he's going to be going for an Ags to try to protect these squishier heroes. That damage reduction going to be huge to kite out the BKB of the PA. And we see Thompson blink and go Scepter for position.
Oh, Seb. He stepped into this. He doesn't have Stampede. They're a little hesitant on fully committing. As S4, he'll hold his ground with the BKB. Hanskin comes in with a punch. Not going to be able to get Seb outside it. Nico Baby's looking for the squishies. He finds the kill onto the CM. He's going to turn up to high ground, turn over towards Seb. It's double kill for Nico Baby. He's not done yet. Over to Saxa he goes. Saxa, he's silenced. The crits come in. Nico Baby picks up a third. Triple kill for him. He's been caught out by the stomp, but he's able to still jump to the side with the Phantom Strike. Thompson chasing down with the HSC or the Mystic Flare. Is he going to get the kill? No. Nico Baby's still alive. He's still alive. Thompson's got to run.
No way.
And Nico Baby makes it away.
Oh
mid one's gone down.
Mid one, they might get him a second time.
I think they definitely will. As mid one has been stunned. Nico Baby's still waiting for Thompson to show himself before he goes back in. Now he knows where Thompson is. He can commit onto mid one. Thompson is on the run, and he's not going to make it away. As Hanskin, he's in with the clumsy net, cancels the TP. S4 drops down the Sprout, cookie in onto S4. And my goodness, that boy does deserve a cookie. Some beautiful stuff there from S4. Coming in on the front lines and setting up for FNG to pass him the cookie and get that kill secured.
What a beautiful fight from Alliance in general. Like, Nico Baby just comes in and cleans everything. We see, look at mid one. He's actually just crushing Limp. Takes him out of the fight almost immediately, but Nico Baby's able to jump from target to target with S4 focus firing. Yeah. And then somehow, I cannot believe he lives versus Thompson.
Thompson, he ran out of mana, right? He didn't have enough mana for that final bit of damage that he needed, as you see here. Just nothing else in the tank. Nothing less to offer. He has to get out, or at least tried it with the Ghost Scepter. He had nothing else to throw out at Nico Baby.
And he just played it so perfectly around the tree line there. He jumps to S4, jumps to his other teammate, and just gets away. That was huge there for Alliance, and now
no tail.
Uh-oh. 1, 2, no crits.
Oh, the Glimmer. And the Stampede. But there's the cookie. And he's caught in the pit. And
there it is.
Ooh, well, he certainly let his life go there.
Uh-oh, and Saxa, he's showing his face. He has to be very careful. Stomp will connect. Glitter as well.
And Seb, he's having to get with the stop. The snowball. Oh, they get out of the snowball in time. They're going to hold back on the rift. They know they can fight. They know that Nico Baby's going to be able to clear up. Big crit comes down to Seb. He's having to stick himself away from Mid1. Still respecting the punches of the ET as Nico Baby kites this out. Mid1 trying to chase down Hanskin. FNG trying to block off Thompson to the side. Stop Thompson from getting in onto Hanskin. But Thompson, he can still close the gap. Snowball blink plays there. Hanskin tries for the TP, but Thompson's in with his own blink. Able to get in, kill off another. But again, not quite getting Nico Baby. Nico Baby throughout all of these fights, he's playing them smart. He's living. He's getting the XP. He's level 24 on the PA. Still very much looking like as close as the numbers show, 1k lead for Alliance. But this PA could be something that OG just might not have enough answers for.
They are getting her BKB down, though, pretty low. It's already at the 6 seconds. And that last fight did display some scare. Like, he actually died before his Rift was able to go off. The damage for mid one was just far too much with his teammates. But the big thing, like you said, Nico Baby, he's still surviving during all of it. But I'm still seeing OG fight back a lot better than I thought they'd be able to at this point in the game, when this PA is getting this big.
Mid bomb with his MKB is still definitely a threat, even for this incredibly farmed Phantom Assassin.
No Baby's still the king of the game, though, or the queen of the game, I guess we should say. Is almost Abyssal finished up at 25 very soon on the horizon, and like we said, there's a lot of heroes that just get erased in the fights. We're seeing poor No-Tail just disappear every single time from one dagger.
That's the money for the Abyssal
there it is.
too. Yeah.
So BKB control. So mid one, no, he's really playing a lot about just being free in the fights when he does have his astral buff active. Now they can see him through it in a couple different ways.
Nearly gonna have that Stampede damage reduction online.
Okay.
700 gold, and Seb will have that for the team. Nico Baby's gonna TP down to this tier 2. I'm gonna try and put up a defensive. So woohoo! Seb's
my
dead.
god.
Seb is definitely dead. BKB's out for Nico Baby.
That was the Centaur.
Now S4 is getting the vision for more. Nico Baby did use the BKB for that, but he has got the ability that wants to try and jump in and pop a target. Still being very careful with his positioning, keeping the whole team between him and OG.
Still so scary for OG now. Their tankiest hero just jumped in and died instantly. And that was the level. Now 25 kicked into. The 25 actually kicked in right afterwards, so. He actually chooses to go for the triple daggers. A lot of squishy heroes in this one, so it does make sense. And oh, look up top.
There's the Dream Rune.
Well, 25, DD Rune.
Oh, it's kind of close to the Dream Roshan spawn as well. It's up in 20 seconds.
Ooh,
so
yeah.
if they have something in there, be able to head in and take that out.
Oh, they're going to find Saxa.
Oh, no. Oh, Saxa. He had a good life.
It's a free one.
He had a good life.
14-3-3. The PA is online. Mid one, he started to get a little bit more itemization to deal with that PA. He has now an AC of his own to protect his teammates, but even then, we're really starting to see the damage coming in from Nico Baby. And Rogue spawns. They haven't scouted it just yet, though. They're sending the courier over, and now they're aware. And he still has a couple seconds on the DD.
Hey, Scott, I mean, that's enough.
That is enough.
Get a few hits in. I mean, that's half the HP of Roche instantly taken away thanks to DD. And there we go. Aegis on Nico Baby.
And a cheese on Lip now, too, for the front line, even more so. This is a tough task for OG. This will be the real test of their draft if they can actually take any of these fights around the 37-minute mark.
Seb's gonna show mid. Quick wave clearing a blink out.
Trying to get any type of small farm to get closer to the Ags. He doesn't have any plus armor really on him either. That's why we did see him just evaporate so fast on bottom. Needs any type of damage reduction. Now Alliance just have this huge window here with this Aegis and Cheese. Ooh, positioning from FNG, pretty cute.
All right.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, they're getting in position.
Ooh, sneaky, look at this.
He's gonna glimmer in and get a nice ward down too to see the back line.
All right.
This is sneaky. I mean, these squishy
Yeah.
heroes, the triple dagger's gonna come flying.
Don't come near the trees. Do not go near the trees.
That's the 3 squishy runs right there. If they can
Oh,
jump
Nico
him.
Baby's in. Thompson in. Thompson's dead.
And CM2.
I mean, that setup there from Alliance, you don't get more big friends than that. They do have the ult coming down to Nico Baby. They don't find some time with the snowball. Nico Baby jumping in onto Seb, committing with the BKB mid one. He's turning, he's punching. Nico Baby, he's going to get taken down the once. That's the Aegis gone. Thompson not having buyback here, dead for 70 seconds. They can head back and they can take the objectives. Saxa gonna jump in instantly, rooted. Saxa, he's dead. He's dead. Midway's gonna come in. He's gonna try and clean up. He's punching it onto Lim. Still moving forward. The match community soon to come to an end. Nico Baby, does he want to commit for this? He's going to wait out the stomp, and now he's ready to jump in, fully commit onto the mid one. The 1300 crits come out as mid one's down. Seb also in a whole world of trouble as Nico Baby cleans him up. And mid one's dead for 85. Top's dead for 40. Alliance, they're going to look to try and poke for the game ender here, looking for the tier 4s, but the fortification's up and Seb's got buyback.
They tried to take it to the later stages here versus this lineup, but Alliance, with this real carry, with this PA, with Nico Baby so farmed, they're able to take it. 65 seconds, still no mid one.
The speed that they take these buildings with the Desert, all the destruction, and just the hard hits of Nico Baby, and of course Limp with the plus 200 damage.
It's minus 18 armor on the tower. Minus 21 when they start getting the little shredders.
He's going to jump in. Nico Baby, he's going to put the BKBs out enough. He's not going to close it up, and he'll do so as the Ancient falls. And Alliance, they'll claim the 2-0 here. OG trying, in sort of typical OG style. Some